This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Get real.
Welcome to DBL. Is it Friday?
It is
Friday! Clap it up, clap it up. Come on. PMA, as you always say, positive mental attitude.
You know, we be trying.
That's exactly right, and it is trying. It is a very special holiday weekend, everyone, and so from all of us here at DBL, we'd like to wish all the moms out there a very happy Mother's Day. We want it full of family, full of love, and full of light. That could be a sign that you hang in your doorway.
Just so we know, we clapped it up for Friday, but not for our mothers.
Yay, mothers!
It was like a hug.
It was
more of
The
an
music
embrace.
was, you know.
Thank you for saving
Emotive.
me. I appreciate that, Erica. But let's be real, Mother's Day also means big business. With 84% of Americans celebrating this year, we will be shelling out $35.7 billion on gifts and activities to make our moms feel extra special. And one of the most popular gifts is flowers, with roses topping out as the top pick. Americans will also be buying 113 million Mother's Day cards. But is this really what moms want? Not according to one new survey. Turns out a majority of moms, 58%, would actually much rather get the gift of free time so they can rest, spend quality time with the family, and not have to worry about everyone else's needs for once. So what are you doing for your mom, or as Jeff always says, my ma, which I love. I think it's really sweet. What are you doing for your ma?
I sent her something. Obviously, we're here in Denver, and she's in Chicago still. So I just sent her some stuff. It's arriving today, so I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Got it.
But it's just like, I'm going to ruin the surprise. No, I'm not going to ruin the surprise. I'm not going to. But it's just little things with the grandkids involved and her favorite treats and stuff like that. So I got you biscottis and some other stuff. So just that. But for Jordan, right? So I have to do something for Jordan. I haven't really figured it out yet. And I was talking with someone earlier, and they're like, why don't you give the gift of time? That's great with me, right? Because I'm almost at the point where I'm boycotting flowers. I don't like it. I hate the idea of it. It's a waste of money. I'd much rather take the kids somewhere and give my wife free time than flowers that I got to look at and be like, I spent $150 on those, and they're dying. And by Friday, next Friday, they're gone. They're compost.
Yeah.
It's so romantic.
Yeah.
A lot of people do love flowers.
I know.
But I like the idea of maybe a massage or something for Jordan alone. You know what I mean? So she can have, what I keep hearing from Sam and people, is they want sensory deprivation. They don't want a screaming kid. They want to be left alone in a room with nothing.
Well, that's great.
And a massage.
Yeah. I like to see what my mom is doing, because she comes up with these like little, activities and stuff. So sometimes it's like she's really into yoga, or she's doing these juice things or whatever. So I like to just contribute so that she can do it more, because,
Like her hobby or activity.
Right.
What is she into now? Is there something she's into right now?
everything.
She's like you.
Yes.
Everything.
She reminds me of someone.
She's visiting my younger brother and our two nieces. So she's with them, and she's going to spend the weekend with them. So when she comes back, she'll get like something, from me.
How nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
How about you?
I am flying home.
Oh, wow.
My arms are going to be tired. Okay, I thought there'd
Are
be
you sure she wants that?
I know, maybe I shouldn't fly home. I'm going to fly home. I'm going to be
Speaking
there.
of some alone time.
Maybe it's time for her to be alone. But she misses me.
That's great.
She can't come to Denver due to the altitude issues, so she hasn't been here in 6 years. We always fly back, and I'm going to squeeze her and love on her, and it's going to be the best thing ever. She's my mama hen, and I'm the chicken.
Yes. Yes.
Now, because the producers here also know how much I love my mother, but I also love Gwyneth Paltrow and her Goop gift
put that
guides.
together.
Here's a list of what she, for herself, is recommending for moms out there. She has some standard ones, like this bouquet of white O'Hara roses for $124.
Oh, that's
there are also a variety of fragrant candles for around $85 each, or some jewelry like these double heart earrings for $360. Or if you really want to splurge, there's this gold I love you necklace for more than $3,000. Now, for the mom who loves to cook, they have this 10-piece cookware set for $300. That's not bad. And maybe Jeff could get his mom this boxwood cheese knife set for $466 because
she does love her cheese.
She likes her cheese.
Just like Big Jeff.
That's right. Nothing says I love you, Mom, like a set of knives. And in true, that was Michael Dean. Very good job. And in true Goop fashion, Gwyneth has also included a dozen adult-themed gifts, which of course we're not allowed to show on the show. But here's the question. Who gets their mom an adult-themed gift for Mother's Day? Is that really a thing? Oh, you don't look happy.
I don't know what to say.
I think it's a hard yes.
Yes, get
It's
your
a
mom.
hard yes?
No, I don't mean that. Moms are women too.
Yeah.
They have feeling. Now, I would never get it from my mom, but for my friends who are moms.
So what are you talking about?
My friends who are moms.
Oh yeah, that makes more
Right?
sense. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
more sense. I can
Or
I
talk
could
to the
see that.
husband, say
Right.
this. Exactly. I think we think
but
of-
not my mama.
Not
No,
at
man,
all.
what are you talking about?
And like for instance, Sam, maybe you get her something for little because she's my friend.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
HR is coming. Wait.
Wow, you might want to buy yourself a shovel because you're digging
No,
yourself a
I'm
hole
not.
here.
Mothers are women, and we also are. I'm not a mother, but humans, and they deserve to also be seen as a full 3D rounded human being.
3D.
Like some people think
Okay.
moms are just this, like, oh, wash the dishes, do this. They're humans, and I think that's.
So you're going to interject yourself into someone's relationship that you have no ties to
No,
and get
it'd be a
them a
close
personal sexual toy.
No, I will give a close
Well,
friend.
yeah, it's not uncommon for friends to
not.
give friends.
Giant.
No.
No, that's
I know
not
you're surprised,
uncommon
but
at
it's not.
all. I mean, what do you think happens at like bachelorette parties?
Baby
Not
shower.
Mother's Day.
But if your friend is a mother, then
Get it for, use an Arbor Day. Don't use
Arbor Day.
Mother's Day. Yeah.
For the wood, I shouldn't say anything. I will say this though. I sent my mother-in-law. She's a really sweet Chicago woman. For Christmas, socks that heat up. Okay. Do you guys know what I'm going on this? From
yeah.
Sharper Image, I believe. And they sent her an adult-themed gift instead by accident. Do you remember this? And she opened it up, and we were FaceTiming because Southwest had ruined our trip. And she goes, "Well, I'm not going to open that." And then we got a re-gift. But yeah, it was by accident.
yeah, so you have done it.
I have done it. It's super uncomfortable. You all right? You confused?
Yeah.
All right. Coming up.
Arbor Image. And they got a.
Yeah, they sell that now too.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
I'm getting old. I remember when I just used to
Selling
sit
that.
in
They've
chairs
just been
at the
calling.
mall.
No, they've been selling it. They just call it something else.
Personal massager is what
Yeah.
they call it.
Oh, I'm on board.
Okay, coming up on DBL, our interview with country star, music superstar, I should say, Clint Black. He's telling us all about the latest season of his talk show. Plus, speaking of country, the ACM Awards were last night, and Dolly Parton debuted her new rock song. We're talking about it next. DBL, this show is amazing.
There's a lot going on down here.
I would have been part of the Mile High Club.
Yeah.
So on point.
But I'm gonna have a conversation about what's happening now.
Well, just so you know, my mother-in-law is an Irish Catholic, like hardcore, and she found it funny now, but it was hard and traumatic for her. So next Christmas I'm gonna make a joke out of it, I think.
Well, I
That'll
think
be good
it's-
for
yeah.
Patty.
So you held on to it?
No, I sent it back. And she got the sock. She got the
Well,
sock.
can't let this go to waste.
But you guys, when I wrote on the chat, the guy was like, "I am extremely sorry," because I explained. I was like, "You kind of ruined part of Christmas," but whatever. What do you guys think about?
Karen, what's up?
Oh, just waiting in the wings. I just have notes for the upcoming segment.
Who is it about?
Dolly Parton.
Wait, hold on. Smells like someone's birthday?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yay.
Sounds like an important birthday. What is it? 21?
22.
22. 22. Feeling 22. No worries.
Is that a Taylor Swift song?
This is just who she's collaborating with on her rock album.
Excellent.
What's? Are we still talking? I thought you wanted to see some behind the scenes
Oh,
over here.
so Jeff thought that it was new that Sharper Image had these personal massagers.
I did not know that.
But for you Sex and the City historians, you'll remember the episode where Samantha had the personal massager and had to switch it out, and then also decided to watch Miranda's baby, who started crying because the little vibrating thing that he was in stopped working.
Oh.
So she put the personal massager on the little baby thing, and Miranda came back and was like, "That better not have been used."
And it was from Sharper Image?
It's from Sharper Image.
There you go. There you go.
I'm back. Is that what you do? I love you. That is Dolly Parton debuting her new song World on Fire from her upcoming rock album at the Academy of Country Music Awards last night. Garth Brooks co-hosted the event with Dolly and introduced her as the GOAT, or greatest of all time, and then Dolly then appeared on stage pulling an actual goat. Okay, that went over well. Dolly also sang an a cappella hymn as a tribute to Loretta Lynn and Naomi Judd, who passed away last year. On the red carpet, Nicole Kidman wore this sparkly tweed suit with husband Keith Urban. Just taking a quick peek. Kind of Chanel-y, right, Erica? That tweed Chanel suit, very sweet. Miranda Lambert looked stunning in this low-cut blue gown. Hello. Ed Sheeran performed with Luke Combs and said he's actually considering crossing over into country music. Lainey Wilson won big, picking up 4 awards, including Female Artist of the Year, and Chris Stapleton was another big winner of the night, grabbing the Entertainer of the Year trophy. What do we think about artists? I want to get to that, mixing genres, because Dolly doing rock, she said she was inspired because she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last year. Sheeran into country. You were in a country music radio station. I like it. Is that, I like that.
No, I think, you know, sometimes artists get to a place where, you know, they've done something as a group, or, you know, they're looking to step out in some way. Sometimes you do need to shake it up. Nice. So to speak, to really define who your audience is. I think sometimes you have like a mass appeal, which is great if you're a big artist, but it's not so great if you're struggling to find like your key people, you know, like your Swifties or your Bayhive. So I think that's a good strategy for people.
Smart. It kind of branches out. You like it when they cross over?
I think Ed Sheeran could do anything. I think Taylor Swift could do anything. But I wonder how true country music fans feel about it, right? Because they have like ownership over their genre and their artists. Like, I know my wife's from Charlotte. They don't like when people from New York move down there.
Fair.
The Northerners, as they call them. I'm a Northerner
the
in
Yankees,
that house.
That's right.
Yeah, so they don't like that. So I wonder how true country music people really feel about it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wish Taylor would go back to country, but that's just me. But speaking of Taylor Swift, dipping her toes maybe in the dating game? So Taylor's been rumored to be dating Matty Healy from the British band This 1975. He was at all 3 shows of her Eras tour in Nashville. He even performed on stage. But is this the smoking gun? Dun, dun, dun. A fan's father snapped this shot of them holding hands, oh my God, out for dinner in New York City with their mutual friend and producer, Jack Antonoff. Here's another look at Taylor and, oh my God, and Matty. What do you think? Is there a love story, love it, between them, or do we all need to calm down? Love when people put in Taylor lyrics. Great job, Karen. What do you guys think?
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
I want to ask you. You're the expert.
So I didn't. I'm actually on this. You should tune in and see it. But
which already aired, and we're talking about it again.
I know. But she mouthed something. You know who you are, wherever you are. I love you. And he mouthed the exact same thing. Wherever you are, you know who you are. I love you. So that got me really involved. The problem with Matty Healy is he's got a bad boy rocker image, which isn't terrible. I kind of like that for Taylor, but he's got some racial issues
not racial issues.
Yeah, in January, excuse me, he made a salute that looked very much like the Nazi salute and said something about thank you Kanye, speaking of Kanye and Donald Trump, who had just gotten together. And it's sort of, he's never disclosed it as satire. People are hoping it is, but I think people are scared. The queen of America's sweetheart, that's a hard pull sometimes.
Can you be satirically racist?
I don't think so.
I can't wait to hear Taylor Swift's new song about closet racists.
I know. And it's going to be in the woods.
And we don't know that.
We don't. We'll be right back.
We have seen the warnings. Too much screen time can lead to migraines. But is that true for every migraine sufferer? To get the facts, we went to Dr. Megan Donnelly, lead neurologist for Novant Health, Dr. Ahmad Estamalik, headache specialist for the Cleveland Clinic and the Mayo Clinic. The Mayo Clinic describes a migraine as a headache that is accompanied by severe throbbing pain or pulsing sensation in your head.
By definition, to be considered migraine, somebody has to have had at least 5 attacks in their life.
Those attacks can include nausea, vomiting, and extreme sensitivity to light and sound. But can too much screen time cause them? them.
Screen time alone is not going to cause a migraine in somebody who wasn't really supposed to have one anyway.
Dr. Donnelly says it can be a trigger for people who are sensitive to light and have experienced migraines in the past.
If there's somebody who already is predispositioned to having migraine, they run in the family, they've had them previously, screen time can play a role for some patients.
The time of day can also play a role in migraines that are triggered by screen time.
So if somebody is looking at the screen and it's during regular hours, they might do better. But if they're looking at the screen at all hours of the night, that can worsen the frequency of migraine as well.
Really minimize screen time, phone time, especially in the 1 to 2 hours before someone goes to sleep. I think that will make a tremendous difference.
Dr. Donnelly says other triggers like stress, whether too much or too little sleep, can also kick off a migraine. So getting a migraine from too much screen time really depends on the individual's triggers. With your Verify Fact Check, I'm Megan Bragg.
Mad if I cross that line, will they bury me? Well, I just might find I'm killing time for eternity.
Welcome back. For Clint Black, it all started with a harmonica and a dream at the age of 13, and since then he's become a Grammy Award-winning country music superstar. And earlier we spoke with him about the new season of his really cool talk show, Talking in Circles with Clint Black. Take a look. Please welcome to the show, Clint Black.
Yeah.
Hey. Hello.
Clint, great to have you here, buddy. Let's jump right in. Your show, Talking in Circles, is coming back for a new season. Congratulations. So what do you love about hosting a talk show?
Yeah, I've made so many great new friends, which is hard to do when you're a touring act like myself, and so that's the great byproduct of it. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, we have a live audience that charges us up, and we have a lot of laughs. And I can't believe I was really nervous when I got I pitched the idea to Circle and they bought it, and then I thought, uh-oh.
Now you have to do it.
Yeah. Now what am I going to do? But it's fun every time.
All right, you started Clint Black Cowboy Coffee Company during the pandemic, and I am so curious as to why coffee all of a sudden. Tell me.
Well, it's a job that gets me going. I love coffee, and I used to give it out. I have a friend in the coffee business, and I used to give it out at Christmas to friends and family. And when the lockdown happened, he'd been telling me, "You have the perfect name. You should be in the coffee business." Mm-hmm. And I just, I was always busy until 2020. I lost my day job. So I decided to just start it. It's just an online thing right now. I don't have a lot of ambitions towards taking it beyond that, but you never know.
Love that.
I do too. Okay, so here's another thing. You have that rare privilege of being able to make music and perform with your family, Lisa Hartman Black and Lily Pearl Black. Well, your wife, when she was here, told us that you just might be the biggest prankster she's ever met. So what's the best prank that you pulled off while on tour?
Yeah, well, I am a prankster around the house, and I'll hide in a closet for I don't know how long until my daughter opens the door.
Yeah, just does that to me, Clint. I can't.
I do.
Can't.
I love it. I feel you.
I had my old fiddle player arrested, and they took him to jail, and he sat in jail until showtime. It took that to convince him that it was real. I'm trying to remember.
I think that takes the cake. You're throwing your friend in jail.
I disappeared until showtime just to scare my tour manager, who knew I'm always on time. I'm doing what I say I'm going to do. I had 3 different meet and greets, a sponsor, contest winners, Make-A-Wish, and he knew I wouldn't miss that, so something had to be wrong. Well, we were sneaking me around, and I was doing all of that stuff. Right up until showtime, he was panicked, and suddenly I'm just standing, 20 feet away from him in the hall. He couldn't believe it. Where have I been?
Clint, forget about the coffee. Make like a prank show.
Yes.
That'd be hilarious. I'd love that.
Get people going.
That'd be great. So speaking of Lisa, you guys have been together since you met backstage in 1991. So I'm in a 13-year relationship myself, or maybe 15. I don't even know. What's your secret to such a long-lasting marriage?
Well, to quote my good friend Kevin Nealon, who's on this season, I finally found Mrs. Right. Mrs. Always Right.
Boom. There you go.
It's about communication. You know, you can fall in love and then, you know, say all the wrong stuff and it's over. But you have to be careful how you communicate. Roy Rogers gave me the best advice when he found out we were married. He said, don't ever go to bed angry.
Yes.
And there's wisdom in that. You really have to address things as you go, or else they become a big blob of negativity, and you can't dissect it.
Great advice.
Yeah, very
I can
good.
see why you're a good
Smart
talk show
guy.
host. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. We could talk to you for hours, but DBL Nation, we don't got the time. So check out the all-new season of Talking in Circles with Clint Black starting May 13th on Circle Network. And also go to clintblack.com for more info on upcoming shows and to get yourself some coffee. of
Yeah.
course. Yes. Before we go, let's hear one of Clint's favorite songs. Here's your beautiful duet with Lisa, When I Said I Do. Thank you so much, Clint. We'll be right back.
That was
Thank you,
fun.
buddy.
Be faithful and true, devoted to you. That's what I had in mind when I said I do.
It's been a long week, so consider this your permission to take the night off from cooking. But imagine you order up something on your go-to delivery app and the food that arrives to your home is from someone else's home. According to a trending local conversation online this week, it happens. And drivers have even chimed in saying they often pick up food from an apartment or a home instead of a restaurant. So let's verify, is that legal? We checked the cottage food laws in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. That's the term for the permitted in-home production and sale of foods that aren't potentially hazardous, according to the Harvard Food Law and Policy Clinic. We can verify, no, in our area, you cannot sell cottage food on delivery app platforms. Across the DMV, it is perfectly legal to sell some foods made at home, straight from home, or at a farmer's market, so long as the items don't cross state lines. And there are rules about labeling, permits, cleanliness standards, and how to get the grub to customers. In Maryland, cottage foods can be produced without a permit and sold directly to customers online and via delivery. But sale on delivery app platforms isn't allowed, since a Maryland Department of Health spokesperson explains they're technically third-party middlemen. In D.C., a 2013 law allows permitted cottage food businesses to sell some food products direct to customers, including online. But when Verify asked if that allowed for Uber Eats, DoorDash, etc., a D.C. spokesperson said no, delivery apps are outside of their regulations. And in Virginia, items must be direct to consumer. Online sales and deliveries are outlawed in the Commonwealth. So an app delivery from one home kitchen to another is illegal. Remember, the type of food you can legally sell homemade also matters and will change based on where you are. For example, you can sell homemade pasta in DC and Virginia, but not in Maryland. We have a list of specific permitted foods on our website. But across the board, anything that requires some temperature regulation, like a fresh cooked meal, is not allowed. So if you're buying a home-cooked dinner cooked in someone else's home, you might want to reconsider. With your Verify, I'm Abby Larico.
There's a push in some communities to go electric, whether it's your car or stove. Some headlines claim local governments are banning gas-powered leaf blowers, and that's led to a spike in searches from people wondering if there's a national ban on buying or using gas-powered leaf blowers. So, let's verify. Our sources are a check of current federal laws, the Environmental Protection Agency, and the National Association of Landscape Professionals. The EPA limits the amount of emissions lawn equipment like leaf blowers can emit. We checked through federal laws and other restrictions and found that aside from the emissions rules, there is no national ban on gas-powered leaf blowers. So, where are the questions coming from? Some state and local governments are concerned about the environmental impact of gas blowers. Last January, Washington, D.C. banned their sale and use. Next year, California will ban their sale, although you can keep using old gas blowers in communities where they're allowed. Other places are considering similar rules, but there is no nationwide proposal. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Escape to paradise for your chance to win the perfect family getaway. Watch DBL every day for a word of the day. Then enter at dailyblastlive.com/beaches for your chance to win a 4-day, 3-night beaches resort stay for a family of 4 to a beaches resorts destination in Jamaica or Turks and Caicos. Today's beaches resorts word of the day is sand. The winner will be announced on DBL May 24th.
Welcome back to DBL. If you're having mom over soon, there's some things you can do to your outdoor space that will give it new life and not break the bank. Here's how to safely enjoy life outside with Sunsetter. First thing, mow the lawn. It's simple and makes a huge, huge difference. Next, add a good amount of textiles like a rug, some pillows, near furniture, just to keep things cozy and comfy and inviting. Consider adding a chalkboard to your backyard. It's fun for the kids and can actually be useful for adults doing yard work as well. With affordable custom features, without the custom price, Sunsetter is America's #1 best-selling awning. Spend more time outside and get the best value with Sunsetter. It's been an industry leader for 30 years. Call 1-800-513-6851 or visit sunsetter.com for guaranteed pricing on American-made awnings that are built to last. You know who else is built to last, everybody? Karen! Woo! We want to give a shout out to our senior producer, Karen. We are so proud of you, turning 21 again.
Yes.
Karen, we love you. We think you do amazing
shady.
work.
Rob zoomed up to the 50.
Oh, we did. We see that. We love you, Karen. We love you. Anyone want to do a Canadian accent?
Oh, top of the morning.
What?
I don't know. That was bad.
I was about to do one.
She was about to do one?
But I decided, you want to go for a rip?
Oh, there you go.
Hey, I'm going to get you some poutine.
There you go. I'm sorry about all of this. I'm so sorry. Bye, guys. We'll see you Monday. Happy Mother's Day.